Well, this was VBS week for us at church, Vacation Bible School, and it's one of the most exciting weeks here at church as we have a lot of our children coming and going through so much fun activities, singing, playing, and they get to learn from a Bible character every year. This year was Joseph, and I had the pleasure to teach them a lot about Joseph. And today being the last one, which they'll be coming in soon and starting their own last Friday VBS, I want to tell you what I'll be telling them. Is that okay? So you get to experience a little about VBS. Well, as I said, the character to study this year's was Joseph. And we had to learn so much about his life experiences, his journey, full of surprises, challenges, victories, pains, dreams, and sometimes very scary reality. But it's not far from any of us. We go through this, and we can learn from his scary moments. And today, as we conclude all this entire week, here's the statement that I want all our children to take home with them. God sets all things in order. I'm going to say that again. Here's the conclusion. Our God, He always sets all things in order. Let me give you a verse from Romans chapter 8. This is verse 28. And we know. What a statement. We know. Not that we assume, or we know. That all things, I want to read it slow because I don't even have to tell you. The verse itself, it says it all. Let me start. And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are the called according to His purpose. Powerful statement. Now, I'm going to tell this to the kids. Do you realize that Joseph did not have a Bible? Joseph didn't have a Sunday school teacher. Joseph didn't go to VBS. He didn't have a church. He didn't have a pastor, youth pastor. None of that. Theirs was God guiding through the craziness of life. And that became the living word of God that changes us. But little Joseph didn't have one. Now, we do. And we have a lot to thank God for, right? No. I want our kids to realize that life sometimes is like a puzzle. It's easier for us because we have a Bible. The Bible is like a guide as we put the puzzle together. But Joseph, I told you, didn't have one. So he really had to face this puzzle, and God help me out because I don't know what I'm doing. So this is why when we are saying God makes all things work together, you can see the desperation of God, or you help me or I'm done. I don't have anything else to do. I don't have any other guide. Life is a puzzle. Now, in this puzzle, there's a hustle as we fix it, but the joy of completing it, I believe, makes it worth trying. All right, so here's the conclusion of Joseph's life and his journey. It's from Genesis chapter 50, verses 18 to 21. Hear the word of God. Joseph said to them, to his brothers, "Do not be afraid, for I am I in the place of God? But as for you," he says, "you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." Why? In order to bring it about as it is this day, to save many people alive. Now, therefore, do not be afraid. I will provide for you and your little ones. And I love the closing statement. And he comforted them and spoke kindly to them. What a heart of gold, right? What a heart of God. The first lesson as you go through your puzzle is to know that there is a day. Do not lose heart. Be encouraged. There is a day. This is the day when Joseph, thinking back to putting this life puzzle together, says everything that happened, it was for this day. So all the other days, good or bad, sun or rain, dark or light, doesn't matter. It was a preset for this day. So this day can be as powerful as it is, as meaningful as it is. Preset for this day. So that's the first lesson that I will be encouraging. I want to encourage you that as you go through life's puzzle, there is going to be a lot of, oh, this is the day. Now it makes sense. Now I get it. And the second one, when I read in the closing that he comforted them and spoke kindly to them, I even learned a beautiful lesson from this. It's not what do you do or how you act when things are bad. But I think it's very important how you act. What do you do when things are going right? When you've arrived, when you made it. Did you just forget all of it and you changed all of a sudden? Did you become a heartless person thinking about all the suffering? Did you become a rude person because of what you had to deal with? Or whatever happened in the past brought you to a present where you reflect God's heart now that the puzzle is complete. It would have been easy for Joseph to look back. It says he comforted them. Do you know how many times Joseph was in desperate need to be comforted? Why? Because of the evil that was done to him. But he doesn't think about that. He's better than that. Now that he's in his day, it says he comforted them. And the second one says he spoke kindly to them. You know how the story begins? When his brothers are unkind to him. They never spoke to him kindly. How many people, how much suffering there was through words done to Joseph. But he turns it again, says, you know what? I will speak kindly to you. I will comfort you. I love this. So as I encourage our kids to go back home, learn so much from Joseph's life, and learning that life is a puzzle, but we have God, and we know that there's going to be a lot of, as Joseph said, this is the day, but here's my heart. When your time comes, don't change. Be the change. And show them that you have changed, and bless others because you, remember, needed the same blessing. So, puzzled? Well, we all are. But I promise you, there is that time where you're going to call it, this is the day. God bless you.